So we are, yeah, we're going in. Um, okay, so yesterday we got to this creating the get selected store function, and we're using this to create an array from the score input. So we're trying to find the first input that meets the condition that it's checked. Now I was stuck here because we're returning, and I grabbed this from AI. I got this from Claude. We're returning either if selected input exists, where which resolves to true because we're using this ternary here. If it exists, then we return the selected input of value, um, and then otherwise we return null. So null will be the instance which nothing was clicked. Now I ran this yesterday, and as you can see, it seems to have run the test where no options are selected, and it doesn't display the alert, which maybe it fails because it's not getting that far. But what I also realized was, well, I got to sales bit and I was stuck. Um, and I think it's because I'm getting from here the selected input dot value, right? And really, what I want is the input itself. And then I can drill down and grab the value and grab the ID and use those, because if you see here, I want to capture its value and its ID. So I don't necessarily want the selected input dot value. I want the whole thing. So I could do one of two things. I can return either selected input itself, but actually what I want to do is I want to go ahead and create the value and the ID separately. Not separately, capture those with my function. So instead of returning that, yeah, so instead of returning that, I'm going to return the selected input itself, or null if it doesn't exist. Now if it's null, then I want to display the thing. Otherwise, when I get selected store, I've now got the selected input. I should be able to drill down and use those for my functions. Functions I'm going to call are going to be the roles, the I want to select as an option. I want to update the score. So to update the score, I need to update score. And then I need to, so let's just grab these. So update score, I will need sorry, it's late, I'm tired, my head's not working. I'll need this, update store. We can talk about the order later, but I'll need this. This needs selected and achieved. So get selected score dot input, dot value would be selected, and get selected score dot ID will be the achieved. Right? Why have these got issues then? Anyway, let's see if there's an issue, then it'll come out. So I want to update the score, reset the radio options. So that's going to be reset radio options. And add the value and the ID to the score history, which I think would be oh no, that's what the update score does. So I want to update the score, reset the radio buttons, and add the value score history. So that's what update stats does. Oh no, I want to update stats as well, don't I? Yeah, I want to update stats. And I'm resetting, so I'd want to reset the roles. Reset that back to 0, and then add to the round, because we would have moved on to the next round, right? I think so. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so this function isn't working. So I was reading up on this in the forums, and one thing they were suggesting was, as opposed to doing it like this, I can effectively, let me see, just got some notes here. I should use a for loop. So here I should use, once I should use a for loop. So for how did we do it? Isn't there for that? So for radio option and the score inputs, and then look at that. So I need to create this. So for each radio option in the score inputs, I can then check for the one that's checked. So I'll just check if radio option, and that's that, yeah. If it exists, then I can go ahead and do something. Oh, so they were suggesting I handle the selected and achieved. Selected. Value. I'll just create these to handle and that's achieved. Then I'll go ahead and call my functions. So if radio option is checked, then I want to go ahead and say that my selected value is radio option dot value, and my achieved why is that not my achieved is the radio option dot ID. So this picks whichever one is checked, and it will assign the details of it to that. And then, having done that, I can then use another if. So then I want to test for if there's a selected value. Then I want to call all of my thingy. So I want the rows to be reset to 0. As I did before, I want to add 1 to the round. I want to update my stats. I want to reset radio options, and then I want to update the score. With my selected value and my achieved. Else I want to send an alert to the user saying, yo, please make a selection. It's not getting into the second one. Because I am resetting all of this. I am updating the score, and my update score function does set the total score element. Yeah. So it's not getting out of this for loop. I'm gonna see if I can do this. No. I'm also not sure why it's not happy. Oh. Is that why? I was in constant this of in instead of. So maybe that's why. Yeah. It's of, not in. So I wasn't getting out of that first for loop. But basically I'm going through the score inputs, and for each radio option of the score inputs I'm checking, is it checked? If it is checked, I'm coming in. So it's going to find the first checked, setting the selected value, which I've defined a variable for here, and the achieved. I don't think I needed a break. Okay. Yeah. But I have wasted enough of your time. I am going to sleep, and I'll be back at this tomorrow.